Yeah, that shit was funny, man. Not really funny. I got a little anxious right now in class. Class was actually good. We hadn't been here. I didn't notice it's just fucking mad dirty, right? Still a car. Who gives a fuck how it looks, right? It runs. It's a car. Philosophy on life is don't stress over materialism, man. Some people who are motivated to succeed greatly, and if that's not you, who gives a fuck? Just be happy with yourself, man. I met some of the best people. Mothers who raise kids on their own. I've been in the smallest of spaces with 20 of the strongest family thread you'll ever be amongst in the midst. Where people know how to like hold their opinion, say their opinion, carry on, endure, in small spaces because that's where they raise their family. That's what they afford. It's a lifestyle they live, etc. So other than that, just don't stress on shit. Anyway, I was in class right now. We hadn't been in class for a minute. And I have work at 2. I'm gonna go do some burpees. Probably take my dog for a walk right now. That shit was funny in class right now. We're going over some shit. Some philosopher came up with the accurate. Actually, there's this guy named Arnault. Let me put my glasses on. Put my fucking glasses on. Talk about my own shit. Someone's in the car right there. There's this philosopher called Arnault. And his education was in theology, which is about the Bible. Because Hume talks about miracles, so I guess him and Hume, for some reason this teacher, he picks 2 different philosophers that kind of have 2 different views. Hume is on the view that most people make decisions based off the past. They have a view of the world or the future based off the past. And it makes a lot of sense. It's not that he says that, he's not saying that whether it's right or wrong. He's just saying how most people would rather be told things that make them feel better. Some people don't even want to believe certain things about people they love. For example, if your friend tells you someone cheated on you, you'd be like, I don't believe it. Or some people don't want to believe their kids are a certain way because they have to look at themselves. But Arnold says, well, I think things are based off, the senses, what you've been through, but also what other people have told you based off, your trust and the shit, like their expertise. Like, when they say, like, you don't want to believe somebody who, you're not going to listen to a baker, how to run a business about, construction. You're not going to, listen to that person. You're not going to listen to a baker on how to buy and sell houses. For someone who's never owned a house, you're not going to go to them to try to get some advice on how to own anything, really, right? So he has this idea, or the way the teacher translated his writings and his belief and his philosophy, because I never read up on him. I heard about him. That it's about the observation, how do we come to believing something in particular is the person who went through that and their observation, and when it's accurately transmitted, when that story is accurately transmitted to the world, then that's when something could be believed. And so I thought about it. I brought it. See, my mouth gets me in trouble, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't have to bring this up, but I brought it up anyway. And I guess I got triggered, right? Because rumors have been spread about me. I've made mistakes before, and so everybody knows this shit. And even the teacher knew it. So that just means that shit's either on because I don't know, the teacher's older, so I don't know if he still watches regular television news or he just is on his phone. From the teacher to the youngest kid in our class right now knew about the Diddy situation, the P. Diddy situation. And so I brought it up in class. And all of a sudden, like this young cat, he's like, I brought it up, like, that's why it's important. Like, nowadays, the media could just try to attack somebody, it's kind of dangerous, because you just put it on TV and it reaches so many people, so people already have a belief and they're already, like, doing a witch hunt. And then I didn't have a belief to it, but I just mentioned it, like kind of the power going on. I believe that they need to have. So anyway, the teacher or the professor brought up like, oh, well, his neighbor said he saw a bunch of young girls. Like, dude, why don't you go visit a university? Some of these young fucking girls look underage here. But then there's some the same age that are more developed, that look older, wear makeup. Is that a weird thing that this 50-year-old fucking million gazillionaire, everybody knows him, has a bunch of chicks? He has a sex addict? But is he following the rule? Are these women over 18? Right? Are these women over 18? Is it weird that like he was like showing a lifestyle to these young superstars that he was trying to like, he's like a coach when he's recruiting these superstar athletes to go to his college, when he was recruiting Bieber and fucking, you know, young Usher to go party with these older chicks and get them fucked, you know? So that's what fucked up Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was getting fucked over by like overexposure to sex. He was only 5 years old, a superstar. Or whenever he was part of, what are they called? The fucking Jackson 5. That's why he was all fucked, you know? And so I'm just saying, like, you need to get, I don't know, I just, my insecurity, so just the way that young kid, I was like, I got pissed with like this fucking little boy. So I just said it out loud, like, fucking little boy. and then I paused, I sit there, I'm like, oh fuck, those are fighting words, fucking little boy. I know he heard it, but he didn't say nothing. And then I realized I'm in a whole fucking classroom with young boys, or young men, I guess. So it's like, oh fuck. I pretty much told the whole classroom, like, but then like you wouldn't know until you had a rumor spread about you, or you had to overcome certain things, or, you know, yeah, again, if you had to overcome rumors. Like I just had one recently, they said I was trying to get someone to draw my penis when I wanted a fucking self-portrait. Like, you know, that's why I like got so upset, like, you fucking little boy. Like, that's what's dangerous about the media, is you get all these young kids. That's why they say that young people vote Democratic, because they're fed this lie that the Democrats are going to do good. But talk to your grandparents, talk to your fucking neighbors, talk to people who, like, yeah, they always say shit's going to change, but nothing ever does. And now we're 50 paying a mortgage, and we don't want no taxes raised on us, you know, because they realize they want life, you know. They realize that working is a good thing, you know, staying busy, you know, owning things is, you know, to get your life in order, you know, to get one wife and to have a family and have a future and pay your bills, just, you know, to maintain what you have, you know. And so people they don't set themselves up early enough. So don't be a fool. Don't have this fucking negative view on society, because then you're gonna fucking self-harm and party and not give a fuck and be a rebel. And you're getting caught up on these superstars who, it's like 1 in fucking 1 trillion that are used as these models for you to fuck up your life and you to fucking idolize. But the whole time, you have this so-called martyr type of mentality against the system, and they just care about money. And if that's the fucking case, really do something about it. Really create a revolution. Really fucking make a change. But except you're just wasting your life, and you realize, I'm 30, I didn't do shit. And, you know, you still have a fucked up mentality, but now what? You're either in prison, or you're dead on drugs, you're homeless, you're barely starting a job. And that's hard. I got through it. I endured. That's super right there. I fucking got through it. I've had my job, and I feel cool at my job, you know. I still had to deal with bullshit. Certain coworkers I have tension with, certain customers that I have to deal with, certain bullshit. Well, what happened was, they were talking, my teacher started, oh, did you see that clip of Diddy putting his hand on Tyson's leg, and I guess Tyson smacked it? I didn't see that shit. I haven't even done no research on that shit. I just brought up something like, and then the teacher mentioned, well, yeah, he's Jeffrey Epstein. I'm like, bro, because someone put their hand on a leg, you're gonna correlate it to having an island where there's 17-year-old chicks, and he was fucking over there recruiting at high schools? Like, right there, I was kind of not defending, but I was kind of making an argument. I'm just saying, like, let's fucking wait for the facts, you know? We can have an opinion, that's sick, but if those females are over 18, then that's playing by the fucking rules, right? I'm just saying, let's stick to the law. We can have our opinions and shit. I'm just saying, for the way the media could make young people just fucking, young people are the most dangerous. They don't think shit through, you know? They don't think shit through. They fucking think they're smart. Life experience makes you smart, man. Making mistakes and blah, blah, you know? Living in this over-sexualized society and shit. Like, we need to be teaching people to be careful, to think about it. You know, you fucking hear this bullshit all the time. You hear, there's like a 16 or 17-year-old interview. Yeah, I was raped when I was 14 and 15. They're like, well, who did it to you? Oh, my 18-year-old cousin. Oh, another little fucking boy. They play by the rules there. Let's play by the rules over here. You know what I'm saying? Let's stick to the same fucking guidelines. So I couldn't hold it in. I said, fucking little boy. Because just the way he was like laughing with the teacher, like he fucking knows about life, bro. You're just over there on your fucking phone getting some shit, like forming a belief off of some shit you know nothing about, you know? That shit's funny to me. It's just funny to me. I don't know. To each his fucking own. Hopefully it pierced his heart. But again, I was like built up tension right now. I was like, fuck. I gotta fight the guy now because I called him a little boy. I just got pissed. Now if the Diddy situation, fucking dude, that's fucked up, man. That's fucked up, dude. I would not want to be Diddy, but just the whole idea of like innocent until proven fucking guilty, man. That's why the media shit is kind of bad too, dude. They're already distorting reality, you know. Look at media in general on your phone. We don't know what the fuck reality. That fucking big ass container. What a time to fuck up a bridge, right? When we're thinking about like this movie that Obama came out with, the idea that these countries that hate America, people don't really hate America because this is a place where they make money off us. They sell us fucking drugs. They can show whatever the fuck they want. Pornography. Fuck, if you watch porn, you see the most fucking successful porn little channels on Pornhub or the fucking ones that are from Colombia or different countries, some Russian speaking, and they'd start, come on, dude. It's all these other fucking countries. China's buying land to grow weed. You know, they capitalize on America. They don't hate us that fucking much. You know what I'm saying? So all of a sudden this big ass, you know, container ship runs into a bridge, and then we're just having these ideas about like, oh fuck, what happened recently? Verizon, their internet was down. And then that shit happens. Of course, all shit, it seems coincidental. So we're gonna think it's we're getting infiltrated through our networks, you know, our fucking electrical shit getting infiltrated. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but we don't know what the fuck to believe. That's why being a public figure, dude, they've been doing that shit since the Roman days, dude. They've been doing that shit since the Roman days, using fucking propaganda to schmut somebody. You gotta watch what the fuck you do, you know? Hume said the way we look at the future is because of our past. So it's off of sentiment, it's off of feeling. It's off of our feelings, you know? It's like when you go and gamble, it's like people rub on the machine. That's what my teacher was saying. People go and like have superstitions because it's off of feeling. They don't really go off of, it's like when you want to keep betting on your favorite football team, you're going off of feeling even though they suck. You're not going to win money because you're going off of being a fan, off of feeling, emotion. And when they say the way you look at the future, a lot of this shit is broad, right? It's not meant to be like psychology. This is philosophy. So I have my own ideas when I'm learning this shit. I'm like, that's why it's so important to take care of your conscience, you know? Because the way you look at the future is through your past. It's not necessarily the best to be innocent, but it's best to learn from the mistakes of your loved ones. So have some empathy for people who fucked up in life, you know, homeless people, people who made mistakes. But don't make those same mistakes and protect your conscience so that way you can walk into any room, sit there and know, I've had good intentions for everybody. I see great things. I can do great things. So, you know, I say what's on my mind in a way that's not trying to fuck you over or get over on you. I'm trying to use truth and honesty You know, I haven't fucked nobody over. And if you have, forgive yourself today so that way you can move on and know who you are. And because the laws of nature are there to remind you, bro. They're there to remind you. You know, the laws of nature are there to remind you where you went wrong. It's always going to. You know, put on TV, you're trying to sit with your wife, you're trying to make it work, and you cheated on her, she cheated on you, and all of a sudden this movie pops up with this commercial about divorce, or this movie about infidelity, this movie about cheating, you know, or songs about, I fuck all these bitches and no hoes are loyal, and you're trying to get over it, you're trying to like have a relationship with your wife and make it work, but then the media is constantly trying to remind you, the algorithm's always constantly trying to show you, you know, you're with your lady and she doesn't want you to be on social media anymore, but you're constantly on social media. And she doesn't trust it, you know, but it's hard to get over that shit. It's just trying to pull you, dog. Just trying to pull you.